back to Hideaway Homestead. This is another one of our coffee time on the porch. I think that's what we call it, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's it. Anyway, just wanted to talk a little bit about some things that goes on here on the homestead and show you what happened to us last night. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, go ahead and hit the subscribe button in the lower right hand corner. Tell your family and friends about us and share us on your social media. So we had an issue last night that came up on the homestead, and some of you probably have had similar things happen like that, I'm sure.
It always happens on Friday night. If it's bad, it's going to happen on Friday night.
Yes.
After dark, when it's cold, all those kinds of things. So
Exactly.
we got the classic story then.
Yes. So anyway, so we had an issue that came up and we were not expecting it. And so we were going to tell you about that. Instead of telling you about it, let's just show you what happened.
Yeah.
Hideaway Homestead. Wanted to show you and talk a little bit about something that happened here on the farm that we didn't expect and show you what we did about it. We got here last night and it was actually already dark when we got here. And Carol went to turn on the sink, the water in the sink in the kitchen, and there was no water. So I started trying to figure out what happened. And I finally traced it back to the pump was pumping water, but it wasn't coming through to the house. It was only coming up to the house on one corner, but it wasn't going any further than that. So I was trying to figure out what happened. Spent a good bit of time trying to trace it down, and finally came out here. I finally told her, I said, well, we'll just let it go until tomorrow, and then when it's daylight we can try to figure out what happened. So at the same time, I needed to come out and feed the pigs, and I came out here to feed the pigs, and when I got pretty close to their pen, I could hear that they sounded like they were sloshing around in water, and got out here and looked, and sure enough, the pipe that feeds them their water, they had broken it, and I'll show it to you here in a second. So anyway, so I figured that out. I got that fixed. I had to work on the pipe out here in the dark, in the cold. It was pretty cold last night too. So anyway, this is what happened, and I'll show you right here. Don't know if you can see it or not, but this is the pipe that feeds them with their bite valve on it, I call it. And this elbow down here on the ground, right there, they had broken it off. I don't know, maybe just from because they're so big, they pushed against it or something and it snapped. This is the piece I had to take out and replace. This is the 90, or the elbow. Anyway, this is one of the things that happens on a farm. You never know what's going to happen and when. It always comes at the most opportune moment, as I call it. It usually happens on a Friday, and it's most of the time at night. But all of that to say, if you have a farm or a homestead of some kind that you are running, you need to know how to do this kind of stuff and how to fix these things. I told Carol, I said, if we had had to call a plumber on a Friday night out here in the woods where we are, it really would have cost us a lot of money to be able to get that fixed. So I wanted to show you what I've done up here. Let's go up here to the shed and you'll see it. In my shed, I have this plastic drawer thing. I don't know what the official name for it is, but here it is. It's just a big tall thing. It's plastic and it has drawers that pull out. And I've put fittings in there. And I've got all the sizes. I've got the 1/2 inch, the 3/4, and I've got PVC and CPVC and on down. And then the bigger drawers at the bottom hold the bigger fittings. And so far I haven't put a whole lot in those. It just makes good sense to have a lot of extra fittings for whatever size piping you have on your property. We've got pretty much all the sizes, it seems like. I've got 1/2 inch and 3/4, and I've got, I think, probably 1 inch, 1.25 inch, you know, all the way up to 2 and 3 inch for our drain lines and stuff. But anyway, if you've got the means to do that, to buy up extra fittings and keep them on hand, and also keep a can of PVC glue or CPVC, whatever it is you're using, keep that on hand also. Because like I said earlier, last night, in the middle of the night, in the dark, if I hadn't had these things and was able to take care of that and fix it, then I would have been without water until the next day. So anyway, just one of the things I wanted to point out that happens on a farm or a homestead. Things like this happen. You never know when it's going to happen, and it's not ever at a convenient time. So
there's the tale of what happened last night for us. Totally unexpected. It changed our whole plans for the evening, that's for sure.
Oh yeah.
Thanks for joining us today on Hideaway Homestead. We hope you come back often and share some comments with us, and we just look forward to seeing you very soon.